Eloheinu, Kadosh Shemo.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Kicho b'shamayim u'ba'aretz, Kicho b'shamayim u'ba'aretz. So because this is the first time they're having an aliyah to the Torah, we're going to call them each individually by their names. So it's like a presentation in front of the Jewish community. You hear their names. Okay. So the first three.
Yamod Avigail Bat Vadim Habechorah Bat Mitzvah Rishon Chazaka
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Hamim V'natan Lanu Et Torato Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah Morashat Kehilat Yaakov Morashat Kehilat Yaakov Morashat Kehilat Yaakov Shalom, shalom Shalom, shalom Shalom, shalom A story of life to all who fast to it and all that supporters are happy. It's a tree of life to those who fast to it and all that supporters are happy.
Camper here at TY. Being my first at TY, I'm so surprised at how included I already feel in the TY community. All of the love and support from my new best friends inspired me to have a Bat Mitzvah and receive a Hebrew name here at camp. I decided to choose Eliza as my Hebrew name because of its meaning in Hebrew. In Hebrew, Eliza means happiness or to be happy. To me, happiness makes life worth living. It's a value that I live by and makes me who I am today. I generally try to be a pretty happy and positive person, so having happiness be included in my name will remind me of what kind of person I aspire to be. I realize that a lot of responsibility comes with having a Bat Mitzvah, both responsibilities within myself and within my community. For myself, I plan to continue learning Hebrew and keep learning about my Jewish heritage. And for my community, I plan to contribute as much as I can to my Jewish community back home, as well as keeping the Jewish culture alive and passing on traditions to next generations.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, for those of you who don't know, my name is Dina. And I've always wanted to know what that means. And now, thanks to TY and that, I know. So, I have told Beth that I don't know what my name means, and it's a Jewish name. And she gave me the Torah and showed me the chapter, and it felt so cool walking down from all of Tibet with the Torah in a Jewish camp. I mean, how much more Jewish can you get than that? And so I read the chapter, and it turns out that Dinah was a biblical character. She is daughter to Jacob and is a sister to 12 brothers. But in a Hebrew sense, like related to the language, it has more meaning. So the name is spelled D-I-N-A-H. Din means judgment, and the H, or He, is like a letter of God, which makes the meaning more gentle. So I chose to interpret it that I chose to interpret it in the way that I will try to not judge anyone negatively. And this is really something that I've tried to live by. I had before, and I will in the future try to live by it too.
We live in a cycle in which we are shaped not from new, but already pre-existing materials and matter. The Jewish name that I have chosen is Bria. It means creation. The word creativity comes from creation, which is the reason why I decided on Bria. As an artist, it is natural for me to be creative. There are pre-existing thoughts, ideas, and symbols, and the job of an artist, I believe, is to use and reshape them into new form, in art form. At this Bat Mitzvah, I have realized that I have responsibilities that have fallen upon me. With my artistic talent, I wish to express my culture and promote peace. If it wasn't for TY and Beth, I might have not consciously realized the importance of responsibilities in community. Thank you for letting me and my friends, Dina and Kadza, have this opportunity. I also would like to thank my friends and counselors of 3B for encouraging me to have my Bat Mitzvah and for throwing ideas of my Jewish name. Also my parents for sending me here. This truly has been a fantastic experience, which I will never forget. Thank you all for being here.
In the 5 meetings that we had, we talked about what we wanted to study for as an adult. And I decided that I wanted to look forward more into the stories of the Holocaust. And the main theme, moral lesson you can say, was if you keep moving, there's always a light at the tunnel. You never make it, you may never make it, but there's still always a light. And every cave can be turned into a tunnel. And right now I'm walking through this tunnel because I'm really nervous and I'm bad at speeches and have a little bit of a stage fright case. But I see that light right now, and I'm gonna go as far as possible, and I'm gonna reach it. And I'm always gonna remember this moment in TY where my knees are shaking, my voice is trembling, I'm looking around nervously, and I won't even remember the party. I'll just remember this one speech where I get up and I'm standing tall and I'm thanking you guys for being here for me and clapping for me and being my family and support. Thank you so much, guys. I love you guys.
I'm making a bar mitzvah and I want to share with you what I learned. Maybe you know it, but just listen. What is responsibility? Responsibility means to be first, be responsible over yourself. Next, you have to be responsible over your family and very, 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 10 more times, very close friends. And only then you need to responsible other people. Did you notice the relationship between words community and responsibility? These both words mean order. I'm responsible over myself like a Russian, Jewish, American boy that make friends in this awesome camp with awesome campers. You, everybody. And awesome counselors. Okay, I feel myself like I'm going up to the stairs. So I'm so proud that I'm making bar mitzvah.
Speaking about hope. Hope is basically one of the most important things a person can have. Hope is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's a rose in the middle of thorns. Having hope makes you strong and shows you the ability that you never knew you had. I learned about the Holocaust this year, and hearing these people survive and live on made me believe the strength humanity can have. Okay, enough with the serious talk. I want to say a little words about camp. Camp literally changed me. It made me appreciate my awesome Russian and Jewish qualities. I met people who relate to me and would help me out in every way. Also, camp made me responsible, as you heard before. Responsible for my actions and reactions. I made so many memories here and had so many laughs and all the funny things. And I want to thank everyone who made my camp experience the best.
Going to camp and having this opportunity, no matter my age, is incredible. To tell you a little bit about my background, both my parents are from the Soviet Union. My mom's from Odessa, and my dad's from Idaho. At the time they lived in Ukraine, it was under strict communist rule, and as a result, they weren't allowed to practice any form of Judaism. Since no one was allowed to observe Jewish tradition or even practice simple Jewish rituals, The entire culture began to slowly disappear, and a new form of silent in the dark Judaism was created. It is my responsibility in my community to pass along my knowledge of Judaism and to continue volunteering at my synagogue. My personal responsibility is to keep the traditions alive in my family and throughout my life. Today is going to be one of those days that I'll never forget, and I would like to thank everyone who made this day possible. Firstly, I would like to thank Beth for using her time and helping me prepare for today. I would also like to thank all my new friends and counselors. Thanks to you, I have many memories here at TY. Most importantly, I would love to thank my parents for the love and support they gave me and the knowledge I need to become a strong Jewish woman. Lastly, I wanted to thank Tel Yehudah for this amazing opportunity they have given me.
Camp TY gives an amazing opportunity for every single camper, a choice and a chance to have a bat and bat mitzvah and change into an adulthood phase. A bat or bat mitzvah. I even got the opportunity to give myself a Hebrew name. My name is Ahava, which means love. Not only is this name beautiful, it also means something to me. Everyone should feel loved. Love is a really important part of my life. I would not be here without the love from my family and friends, and of course the TY community. TY has taught me about myself, my religion, and my culture, something I will remember for the rest of my life. Camp has also taught me how to be responsible. Having responsibility is extremely important when you get a bat mitzvah and change into the adulthood phase. I will now be responsible for myself and put greater responsibility into helping my community. Being here at TY has helped me realize the importance of community. It is a community which has nurtured me, and I am grateful for everything they have given me. I would like to thank my supportive and loving family and friends, especially my TY family who has been with me every step of the way. Thank you, TY, for the amazing opportunity and experience growing as a Jew. Thank you.
I want to thank all 8 of you again for reminding me, as it gets late in the summer and we've been here a really long time, and I'm going to cry. It's okay. You have all reminded me why I do what I do. You've reminded me why TY is here, why 7 years ago we started this project called Chavurah. And I heard a lot of you in your speeches talk about how you never thought about this moment happening. And I heard the word responsibility over and over again from so many of you, that you feel like you're taking responsibility. And as I said this morning, and I really mean it, I feel so much more secure in our future, all of ours as Jews, all of ours collectively, whether from our Israeli friends who are here, to people who've been in America for generations, to people who've just come to America in the last generation, for all of us, I feel so much more secure in our identity and us going forward because the 8 of you are taking this responsibility as well. So I want to thank you all, really. On behalf of all of us at TY.
Leah, Bat Ina, Michael. Alexi, Ben Alexander, Tel Yehudah. Katya, Bat Arina. Dina, Bat Leonid, Maria. Abigail, Bat Vadim, Yelena. Bria, Bat Abraham, Sarah. Aliza, Bat Lilia, Alex. Ahava, Bat Tatiana, Boris. Mazel tov.
It's said that when a Jew goes through a transformative moment in their lives, it's tradition to take on a name. And some of you, these are names you have already had. Some of these are new names. But for all of you, it's a moment of transformation in your life. And I hope that these names will be part of you as much as the English and Russian names are part of your lives. That these names are who you are. The second thing we have for you is a siddur. So that you can take some of the learning and praying and wondering and thinking this summer through tefillot and masoret back with you, and maybe spend some time at home getting to know some of these prayers. And there's so many little gems in our siddur. Besides the regular prayers, there's just all sorts of interesting thoughts. And pick those up and open them, and you can have your own mini Tel Yehudah right at home. So they all have your names in the book. So Jamie is going to give each of you your own personal siddur to take home with you. They're slightly used, so you have a feeling of Tel Yehudah you're taking with you. They've been used by our campers. They really are of TY. Okay, so these have to do with your final gift today from us. So every morning, traditionally, sometimes some people 3 times a day, say the words of the V'ahavta. And I want to read them in English for a moment to you. Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength. Take these words which I command you today. Teach your children well and recite these words at home and away, which you'll have your siddur for. Morning and night, bind them as a sign upon your hand, as a reminder above your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your homes and upon your gates. So we have something for you to take home with you as well for your homes. And Beth is going to give each one of you a mezuzah. And these mezuzot contain the words I just read in Hebrew. If you don't have one on your front door, put it on your front door. If you don't have one in your room, put it on your room. You have in there the prayer that is said when a mezuzah is affixed to the door, and exactly how to do it. And it'll be a wonderful thing to do with your parents when you get home. And we're also going to ask you before you leave, and Beth will do this with you, to each of you to affix another mezuzah somewhere in camp. So that will be something special that you all leave for camp before you go home. So these are some things I hope that will remind you of this time. Thank you so much for doing this with us. Thank you so much for doing this with us. We are all very, very proud of you.